Tonight, we're learning more about a young teen killed in KCK. The community has raised more than $7,000 to help lay 15-year-old Caden Boswell to rest. He was shot and killed yesterday near 65th and Cleveland. His death, one of 4 homicides yesterday, including another 15-year-old in Kansas City, Terrell Bell. 2 15-year-olds. Unfortunately, they're not alone. So far this year, 63 people have died due to gun violence in Kansas City alone.
Tonight, 41 Action's reporter Andres Gutierrez talked with a local ER doctor on the trauma he sees on a daily basis and what they're doing to help save lives.
It does bother me to have a 19-year-old who's paralyzed, or worse yet, a 16-year-old who's dead because of a gunshot wound.
It's a constant reality for Dr. Sean Nix, who oversees the trauma department at St. Luke's Hospital. They mobilize a large team before an ambulance even arrives.
We have everything we need to control bleeding, control an airway, assess the patient from head to toe rapidly, get them imaging, or we can get them to the OR within minutes.
Over the last decade, they're also making sure there's a constant blood supply standing by.
But the time frame went from 60, 70 minutes, down to 18 minutes. So suddenly got a patient who had been bleeding in the past for a long time. Now we included in our trauma response team blood bank. So that's an addition that we used to not have.
Another way people are surviving a critical technique learned in the war zone.
We want to stop the patient from going into shock or cardiac arrest or losing all their blood. Well, the best way to do that is stop the bleed.
Whether it's holding pressure or putting on a tourniquet, it's a method St. Luke's is committed to teaching law enforcement and civilians in our community.
So if you can stop the bleed in the field, you can stop the bleed before the patient gets to me, and they're not in shock, it's a whole lot easier to save their lives.
According to KCPD, there have been more than 1,700 non-fatal shootings since 2018. So far this year, 213 people have survived after getting shot. At the same time, in 2020, 260 people made it through a shooting.
At the end of the day, you want to return back to their family and their loved ones, and you want to give them a second chance.
In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.